Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for letting me join this wonderful workshop. So, I am Yuichi Tsuda, and I am a professor in Institute of Space and Astronautical Science, Japan's Aerospace Exploration Agency. And ISAS. So, ISAS is a Japanese institute for space science, and my research field is the innovative spacecraft system and solar system exploration and astrodynamics. And actually, I was the first generation CanSat and CubeSat guys, and my career started exactly from like the CanSat and then CubeSat development when I was a master course and PhD student. After that, I joined the ISAS as an assistant professor and then participated in several deep space missions, such as Hayabusa, Icaros, and Hayabusa 2. And for the CubeSat, I was the student project manager, and Icaros, deputy project manager, and Hayabusa 2, no, I was a project manager. And please go to next slide. Actually, I have three slides. Sorry for that. So let me first uh, mention about the CanSat because that's the start of my career. So I am the first generation CanSat guys, and it started in 1998. And where I and my supervisor, Professor Nakasuka in University of Tokyo, and some other colleagues met Professor Bob Twiggs at that time. And there I clearly remember that he passionately proposed, let's make a satellite out of this Coke can. So we thought it's a stupid idea. We could not believe satellite can be made from a juice can. And on top of that, we could not believe we just a student or just a small lab can make a real satellite and launch it into space. But it sounded super exciting. And then the way Professor Twiggs talked sounded real and practical. And then 1 year later, we came to Black Rock Desert in Nevada, US, with our own CanSats. And it was launched by the amateur rocket team based in US and flew up to a few thousand kilometers and released, our CanSat was released from, from that rocket. And after that, the parachute was deployed and the CanSat slowly fell down to ground, transmitting engineering data and onboard movies and so on. And it was a really great experience to me. And what was nice about this activity is although CanSat does not go to space, we could experience everything from planning, designing, and BBM testing, production, integration, launch, and operation. So we experienced many failures and successes. And that I think became the very important basis as a space engineer. So next slide, please. Yes. So then CubeSat. The next year, just 1 year later, we got together again and decided to make the CubeSat. And the CubeSat concept was actually, I thought, a result of the feedback from the CanSat activity. And we thought the Kokan is a little bit too small to make the real satellite. And at the same time, we had a sense that 10 centimeter cubic shape could accommodate all the functions for real satellites. So in that sense, 1 year experience of CanSat was very important for us, and it was really an effective step up from CanSat to, to CubeSat. And in making our own CubeSat, we do everything. We did everything by ourselves, building up clean room, asking professionals, many primitive and maybe somewhat stupid experiments to proceed forward to make the actual satellites. And there we met many uh, 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 we got many support from really nice professionals like Professor Jody and many others. And we faced this is the so in the uh, left bottom figure you can see the our CubeSat called Psi 4, and it was an unforgettable moment that we could hear the Morse signal over the amateur band radio frequency, telling that the satellite is healthy, and it could send this kind of beautiful image of the Earth on the right bottom, that was transmitted from our CubeSat. And one thing that I am proud of is that our CubeSat is still alive, and it is now. It was launched 30th of June, 11 years ago, so it's 11 years old. So please celebrate it. And this satellite lives longer than most of NASA's and JAXA satellites. So that's my experience. Please go to next slide, but I think I can skip this one. Yeah, so based on these two CANSAT and CubeSat activities, we could go to, I could achieve, I could achieve the HIAPSA-2 mission as a project manager in JAXA. And in parallel with that, please push the button again, several times and again. Yes, and in parallel with that, yes, yeah. So what I learned from these experiences that so we always realize we learned that the in the doing the practical project we are obliged to compromise a lot. So we always realize we cannot do everything we want, and because of lack of expertise, lack of money, lack of time, and so like in this slides, before making the first CANSAT, we plan to make this kind of a sophisticated CANSAT surrounded by deployable membrane, but we realized we did not have skills to realize this. And again, after succeeded in the CANSAT, then before making the first CubeSat, we again planned to make the CubeSat surrounded by deployable membrane. But again, we realized we did not have skills to realize this at that time. But finally, based on this disposed concept, I could propose the Icarus mission to JAXA, which was surrounded by very huge membrane for solar sailing, and succeeded in it. And without this challenge and without this very long compromise and giving up experience, I would not have been able to take on such a grand challenge in the HIAPSA-2 mission. So yeah, so through this kind of real project, you can learn what you can do and the limit of your ability, and you can be like humble about the technology, and you can learn how important the teamwork is in space projects, and you can get the motivation to enhance your ability in the next opportunity. So in that sense, the CubeSat was a really precious experience for me. Thank you.